friends, welcome you all for yet another interesting video. The lockdown worries have definitely come down in the last couple of weeks. Things are looking much better. We are again looking for a opening up. Let's all enjoy this moment but also be very careful in the way in which we take care of our health. So the topic what we are going to see for today is about the US markets. We've been learning many things and we've been implementing many things from the Western world, and US markets are one which have got a huge history, and we have a lot of things to learn from the history of US markets, and that's what we are going to see in this video. Before getting into the history of US markets, I want you to understand the difference between being optimist and being sensibly optimist. So we all know what is optimistic, right? Thinking that things will be better in the future. That's optimist. But what we need to also understand is not only being optimistic, you need to be sensibly being optimistic. What I mean by that is, as we know that things will be good in the long run and things will fall in place in the long run, in the process or in the journey, there will be a lot of ups and downs, and eventually you will reach there. This aptly suits for an investor. We all want to invest with optimism, but we also should be having a sensible optimism, because just because we have started investing, markets are not going to be one-sided. So let's keep this in mind that we need to be sensibly optimist. So now the chart what I'm going to show you is a very interesting chart. One, because the upside for the economy and the markets have been very good. More importantly, it is a 100-year plus chart. Good thing about US is they have been maintaining the records for a very long period of time. So if you look at the chart of the stock market what I have shown you, it is from 1900 till the current date. Look at how the markets have slowly and steadily run up, which means $100 invested in 1900 today is worth 86 lakh and odd dollars. That is the kind of growth the markets have delivered, and the above chart is a clear example of how GDP also has grown continuously for a long period of time. Of course, in between there are ups and downs, and these are called the downturn or the recessions in the market. So I showed you a very long chart which clearly tells you that the growth has been very good. So being a sensible optimistic would have actually made you sail through the entire journey. Let's also understand what all happened in the last 100 year or 100 plus years in the US economy. In the last about 100 years, there were about 9 wars, major wars fought in US. 4 presidents have been assassinated. There were about almost 33 recessions in this period. And similar to what we are going through, like the coronavirus, the flu killed almost 6,75,000 people in a single year. This is almost 100 years back. The stock market fell more than 10% in 102 occasions, which means that's the kind of volatility markets have given. There were about 30 natural disasters which are like big in size. We know the September 11 attack and many other things. So these are all the negative things which have happened. I have mentioned the very important and the bigger impact these events have created, and there are many other events also which have happened. In spite of all this, if somebody had stayed through, that's the kind of return somebody would have generated. So is there any person who has actually seen this history so closely? Definitely it is Warren Buffett. So let's understand what is the secret of Warren Buffett's investing and the secret of creating wealth. So the good thing is he's been a very good investor, and he has generated about 22% CAGR returns for the last about 70-75 years. And the other important thing is he's been an investor for the last 75 years. He's seen at least more than 25 recessions in the last 75 years of his investing career. Though his skill is investing, the secret is actually the time what he is given for his money to grow and compound. The reality is, out of his 85 billion net worth what is today, more than 82 billion actually came after his 65th birthday. That means he was worth maybe $3 billion just about 20 years before, and now it is about $85 billion. Though we can give a lot of credit to his investing acumen, there are many people like Warren Buffett who've been actually, in fact, better than Warren Buffett in terms of the returns what they've generated. But the key and the most important successful factor for him is, or the secret for his success is, nothing but the time what he spent. He's just spent about 75 years in the market to actually create that kind of net worth. So the essence is, we should be sensibly optimist and should stay longer to create that kind of wealth. So this is what the US history tells us, and so what we need to understand and implement in our investing is staying sensibly optimist and staying longer. I think we should all practice to follow these things so that we can all be a better investor and create a lot of money. Thank you for watching this video. The next topic what we are going to see is about international investing. Since we took some cues of US market, I thought it is also a good idea to speak to you about what are the international funds and how do you invest. So that's the topic what we are going to see in the next video. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Canary Capital Solutions, and please press the bell notification icon. Thank you for watching.